ChatGPT can do a lot of things, and I believe you already know that by now. You can use it to create blog articles, email, and much more. But do you know you can use ChatGPT to create an app? Oh yes, you can. In this video, I'm going to be showing you step by step how you can create a basic app like this. And make sure you watch to the end because I'm going to show you how you can install this app on your mobile phone. Step 1. Decide on the type of app that you want, then you can ask ChatGPT for the code. But for this video, we'll design an educational app that quiz users with 5 questions. Upon completion, users can review all questions along with their correct answers. Now let's ask ChatGPT for the code. Now we're going to ask ChatGPT to give us this code. All we have to do is to paste the prompt. Just paste the prompt of the idea that you have. This one, we want 5 questions. We want it to give us the HTML, the CSS, and the JavaScript files. And we also want it to include a background and a logo. So I'm going to send over the prompt. And now we started off giving us each file, starting off with the HTML, and now the CSS, and now the JavaScript. Now that we have the code from ChatGPT, let's test out the code to make sure that it's functioning properly. For this, we're going to use this website. When you get to that site, we just need to click Start Coding. And now we have all the section where we just need to paste each section that ChatGPT has created. So for the HTML, let's start off with that. I'm just going to click this copy code here. I'm going to paste it here. And next, let's scroll down to the bottom. The CSS, I'm going to click copy code here. I'm going to paste it here where it says CSS, paste. And lastly, we're going to need to copy the JavaScript. This one here, I'm going to click copy and I'll paste it here. And now we can make this full screen and we can test it out. We can see at the bottom here that we have the questions. The logo, we're going to come back to this. So let's test it out. So let's just pick up some random answers here. We can see that this is working as expected. And if I click review questions, then I can see all the questions and the correct answers. Number 3, let's save the code to our computer. Then we can look for a background and also a logo. Okay, so now let's start off with the HTML. So what we have to do is just to click copy code. So I'm going to paste it here and I'm going to save it. So we need to save it and keep in mind that ChatGPT has given us the name that we have to use here. So we have to use index.html. So I'm going to save it. So to save it, let's give our app a name. So let's create a new folder for our app. I'm going to create a new folder. Let's just call it quiz. You can give it a name. So I'm going to call it quiz. And I'm going to save this file as HTML, index.html into that folder. Index.html. I'm going to save. Okay, now we'll save that. I'm going to create a new notepad. Now let's copy the next one, the CSS. I'm going to click copy and I'm going to paste it here. I'm going to save it. ChatGPT said we should use styles.css. So I'm going to say Ctrl S. And since I'm already in this folder that we just created, I'm going to just name it styles.css. Click save. And lastly, for the JavaScript one, I'm going to click a new notepad. And let's go to the bottom so we can copy the code. I'll click copy code and I'll paste it here. And now we have to name it scripts.js. So Ctrl S, let's say scripts.js. It's saved. To find the background, let's use this website. So here I'm just going to search for classroom. And we're going to see all those images. I really like this one, so I'm going to click on download and download. So this is going to download it on my computer. And one thing we have to keep in mind that when you have the background that you want, make sure that you put it in the same folder that we have created and make sure that you give it the same name as this. It has to match exactly as this background. And also your logo has to match the name in this index file right here. It has to be this name. If yours is a PNG format, then you can change this in your index, in your file. Now that we have all our files all ready to go, we have the right files here based on what the code that we have generated. All we have to do now is to zip this folder. So I'm going to go back here and I'm going to right click on that folder. I'm going to go to compress to zip file. Now that we have all the files, the next step is for us to upload this app and make a web app. Now we just need to give a name to our app. So let's call it Quiz Me. Quiz Me. So it's going to have this URL, quizme.tiny.site. Now make sure you click on the zip file because we already zip our file, and click upload and go to where you have that zip file on your computer and click open. Now you just need to paste your email address and hit continue. Now, if this is your first time using this website, it might ask you to verify your email. So you want to make sure you verify your email, and then it's going to show you that your website is live. So just click on view site. Now we have it. We have the background that we have selected, the logo that we chose. And if you notice, the URL here has the name of the quiz.tiny.site. So if anybody goes here, they can see your app running live. So let's test this out. So the capital of France is Paris. The red planet is Mars. The largest mammal is blue whale. And this is water. This one. Now we have 80. So if I click review question, I can see that I missed the last one. It's Apple. And finally, now that our web app is live and everyone can get to it via that URL that we just saw, let's turn this into a mobile app and install it on the phone. Now we need to go into web into app. Make sure you're already logged in, and when you're logged in, go into Maker, and now it's asking us for the URL of our web app. So since we already have that here, I'm just going to copy it and paste it here. Now the simulator is, you can see how your app will look on each device. So let's say on a mobile phone, this is how it's going to look. So I can still test it out like this. You can test it out for each of the devices here. Next, let's give our app a name. So this is the name that people will see on their phone. Quiz me. Now let's click next. Now it's asking us for an icon. Icon is that thing that the user will see on their phone with the name. If you don't already have an icon, then we can go into this website icon, and here you can search for what you're interested in. So let's search for quiz, search, and it's going to give you all of those icons right here. I like this one, so I'm going to download the PNG version, free download. And now that I have this downloaded on my computer, let's go back to web into app. Now we can click on set icon. And now this is the icon that we just downloaded. I'm going to click it, open. Now we can see the icon here. So next, let's just click the free Android app, free one, and click make app. If you're not already logged in, then it's going to ask you to sign in here. And we'll just give it a couple seconds. This is going to generate for us the APK file that we can now install on our mobile phone or on any device. Now it's done, and we just need to set a category. So go to click education, and we just can give it a description. This is a quiz. This is a quiz app, and click OK. Now we have this ready for us, so we can click download, download all files. So it's going to download it here, and we can go here and open up the file. Now we have the file that has been generated for us, and we just need to extract it. So I'm going to right click and click extract all, and I'm going to click extract. Now we have all the files. We're interested in the APK file, and you can find it here, right here, APK file. So I'm going to right click and say file upload, and I just need to navigate back to that APK file. It's in the Android folder, this file, and click open. So this is going to upload it into Google Drive, and now we can install it on a mobile phone. Now I'm on my phone. I'm in Google Drive. I can see the APK file that we just uploaded. All I have to do is just to click it, and now it's going to ask me if I really want to install this. We can see the icon that we set, and I'm going to click install. More detail, install anyway, because I know that this is not a bug. And this is going to install it on my phone. Now the installation is done, and I just need to click open. Now we see the app. I can test it out. What is the capital of France? Is Paris. Next. What is the red planet? Is Mars. Next. Blue whale. Next. Water. Next. 7. I have 80. I can click review questions, and we can see here that the app is working perfectly. You can see our app is now functioning properly, and you can do this with any kind of app. You just need to ask ChatGPT for the code. I'll put all the links in the description box below. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.